What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy J Dub, the number one comment on YouTube, and I'm back with another review. Today, I will be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is season 4, episode 8. You reap what you Marsau. Before I get started, for those who are new to my channel, I do detailed overviews of reality shows. I may not hit every single scene, but it's a very detailed interview, like I said, as well as I may pick up some details you may have not noticed. And you heard in my introduction, I am YouTube's number one commenter. So this channel right here is all about the comments. I don't get into, hey, like and subscribe to J-Dub. That ain't what I need. I need those comments. That is exactly why I do it for. Not only for myself, I do it for the community we have here. And what community is that? It's the Dub fam. I want to create, well, we've already created this, a space where people feel free to comment and uphold the motto of this channel. Say what you say. That means anything you want. You want to talk about why Destiny looked like Monica and a Cabbage Patch doll mixed together, or you even want to talk about Stormy's accent. You can do that right here without judgment. The only thing I ask is that you don't get disrespectful to each other, because you're talking to one of my cousins. So we just need to be good to each other. But you free. This ain't my channel. This is our channel. Say what you say, whatever it is. So let me go ahead and get to it. We fall in the same trend with like a lot of shows. Like I said, a few shows are doing the to be continued, like leaving us on a cliffhanger. So with Huntsville, we continue with the Galentine's Day massacre with Destiny and Storm. You know, they finishing up their argument, and it really escalated like so quick. I really missed the part. Let me know if y'all saw it, but I missed the part where Stormy was saying that Destiny was going to throw a chair at her, and even Destiny like kind of confirmed it with Kimmy or whatever, because they made a little joke about Kimmy saying I would have threw the chair. So if y'all saw that, let me know, because I missed that. I don't know if it was edited out or what have you. But what I can say is that Destiny was bucking up, but she don't really want it with Stormy. I could feel and see the energy. I knew what time it was. You know, Destiny played that tough girl role. She may have lived that in her past life in the Shy and all that, whatever's going on, wherever she's from. But she don't want to see Stormy. But what I did like, I liked how Mel and Kimmy kind of calmed the ladies down. And they did whatever it took to do that, to bring that energy down in the room. And, you know, that's what was needed. It was needed to be cooler heads. Because nobody really wants to see successful grown women fighting like they on World Star. I don't want to see that. But leave it to clueless Tisha. She sit back down at the table, and she almost got it started right back up with Stormy again by, like, you know, ask what happened, and telling Stormy she don't need to drink no more, insinuating that she's had too much to drink. So I'm glad Stormy didn't go off on her, but she was getting a little hot, and rightfully so. It was irritating. Tisha, like, I don't know if she's just not a good person, or she's just so clueless that she doesn't read the room properly, or she doesn't have the ability. I don't know. Either way, it's bad in a social setting. But Stormy pretty much told her, like, you didn't see like how she was mocking me. That was the problem. Like, and brought it down to Tisha's level. Even though Tisha didn't address it, she said, like, I got an accent, you got an accent. You know, that mocking somebody isn't cool, which I agree. I totally agree, because that kind of hurt I said Destiny. That hurt Stormy. And, you know, regardless if you're rich and you got it all going on, people do have insecurities. And if somebody is poking fun at that, in which Destiny was doing, yeah, that would upset anyone. You're always in control of yourself. However, there are things that can trigger you, and they're your own, and you have to deal with it accordingly. But I didn't see any problem with Destiny. I keep saying Destiny. Stormy. And I'm not a Stormy fan. She brings that dark, angry, evil, hurt energy. But they got the right one this time. So the way I saw it, it was, let's call it, everybody had a part and they played in it. It's just the difference with Destiny and Stormy. Destiny is like, she's not aware her aggressiveness. Because even so, before that, they were playing a game, and Destiny was saying that people's misconception of her is that she's aggressive, and she absolutely is. I know that's a bad word to some black women and all that. It don't matter who you're, a black woman, black man, whatever. If you're that, you're that. If you're being that, you're that. And Destiny and Stormy was being aggressive. So, things got calmed down. They got everybody in their neutral corner, especially after Destiny tried to get all crazy with the security guard, like she get ready to get back in there at Stormy. And Stormy sitting down, you could tell she was on that level, but she wasn't worried about Destiny. You can tell when people are about it, like Master P said, like that ain't it. That ain't it. But that wasn't the end of it. It got heated up all over again when Mel and Tisha tried to have a discussion about where their beef originated from. And I could tell you it's exhausting. This show recycles issues over and over again, and not maybe one or two episodes. They do it for years, and I'm like, they need some experts like Married at First Sight to come in or something, kind of calm this down. It's ridiculous. We don't want to keep seeing y'all fight over the same things over and over again. I don't like that. But the issue, come to find out, the issue with Tisha, she doesn't like that Mel has been, I guess, discussing her and Marsau's marriage, because Tisha gets on that kick that, you trying to break up her marriage or whatever, instead of looking at her husband who's been in scandals for years but can never get an answer out of her husband. And I think that's so weird. I know we all different. We all communicate differently, but how can you be with somebody that can look in your face and you're telling them, I need this from you. I need some clarity. I need some answers. That's something a husband and a wife should do if you ask. But he refuses Tisha every single time. He gaslights her. He make her think, oh, this is nothing. The people are against us. They just jealous of our love and all that kind of foolishness. Oh, I can't entertain her that. He's not entertaining it. Tisha needs an answer, but he will never provide it. But like I say, I've stopped looking at Marsau. I started to look at Tisha because she's actively participating in this. So, yeah, like I said, it just got so exhausting to keep going back and forth about this. And, even with the fighting situations, I don't know if it's a locality thing or where you from and all that, but I can tell you where I'm from, man or woman, when you jump up out your chair and you doing all this with your hands and all that in people's faces, where I'm from, you've already hit me. We're fighting. We're actively fighting. You can't do that where I'm from. It's a no-go because you do have to treat people with respect, even though you're not in agreement, even if you're angered. You don't make those type of moves unless you're prepared to get physical. Even if I'm upset. If I'm not ready to go there or something like that, because to me, that's the last option. If I'm not ready to go there, I'm doing none of those things. I'm not in nobody's face. I'm not yelling at nobody. I'm not even pointing at nobody. And men and women should actively do the same. Everybody's not the same. So that's a real thing in some places. But it's this TV land and it's Huntsville, so who knows? But I would say, yeah, with all that jumping in the face kind of stuff, it's just so provocative. And if you're trying to have a discussion and you're upset, I mean, have the discussion, but don't do all that extra stuff. And after all that, Tisha still didn't really understand what was going on, or her beef was valid with Mel. Mel pretty much put it saying hey, we can talk about your tore down marriage because you talked about my tore down marriage for years, and it's in the internet. It's on the internet. Everybody's discussing it. So why can't we discuss it? They all talk about each other. Y'all know that. That's in real life. Everybody talks about everybody. So at the same time, if this is public, it's public knowledge. We can talk about it. Whether I'm at my party in my house somebody else's house, so be it. So all that energy, Tisha really came in like, yeah, I'm here. I hear people talking about me and all that, and what's up? Her energy was fighting energy. Her attire was fighting energy. What more can I say? I don't think she came to do nothing but to have an argument or a fight. And Mel said pretty much, let me go ahead and get up out of here before I go to jail. And that's what you're supposed to do. If things are supposed to be, they're so explosive in that manner, you need to remove yourself before things go way left. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to continue to engage, whatever that means. And Mel was just saying like, hey, I got too many partnerships going on, potential partnerships, and kerms. I don't know what that kerms mean. Drop down in the comment if you know what kerms mean. I don't know. I like to learn, I like to have information. So go to the next scene. We see it's Kimmy's birthday, and she's greeted in the bed with breakfast from her wonderful husband Maurice. The first thing Kimmy wants to talk, I guess, when she gets breakfast is the Galentine Day massacre that she had, and she wanted to talk about Jalen's housewarming, but Maurice is like so insistent that he wants to invite Martell once he heard that Mel has not confirmed or going to Jalen's housewarming. And Kimmy was right. She was like, Maurice, this ain't a thing, like this ain't your housewarming. You trying to focus and work so hard to bring Martell on, but really Kimmy's saying like she really ain't feeling Martell or want to invite him because like now he's dealing with the trouble. Martell has always been the same person throughout. The only reason Kimmy is like really bothered by his presence, she said because he made a comment under that post where the guys had went to Atlanta or what have you, and she was bothered by that. But, she just doesn't want her stuff exposed now. Martell is no different, but just by saying that, Maurice didn't take none of that in. He pretty much saying, hey, Kimmy, you're just team male. You don't like Marsau or whatever. And Kimmy's saying, nah, she just don't want that energy around. But, I believe Kimmy's gripe with Martell. Now, I mean, I'm thinking she shouldn't have won around before because, again, he gives that negative energy. He's always wrapped up in something, and now she's wrapped up in something. I don't think the post situation, if he made a little comment behind it, it was public. Kimmy should be giving that energy to Marsau because that's who did it. And she need to give it to her husband who lied and said he wasn't there. Kimmy and Tisha are doing that. They're deflecting. There are things they need to address within their marriage or whatever. So, but what I saw in this scene is what I've been seeing, like probably from the beginning of like what type of husband Maurice is. Now, I just put it in the context. It's like, this is the morning of Kimmy's birthday. He's so pressed and insistent that they invite Martell. He actually pulls up Martell on FaceTime. I'm going to say it again. This is this lady's birthday so they can have a discussion and go back and forth with Martell. And the thing is, Maurice doesn't protect Kimmy. Just plain and simple. Somebody can say something crazy about her in his presence, in his face. He won't defend her. He's willing to allow Kimmy to argue with Martell on the phone. Martell is unstable. He could say anything. He's kind of a calmer head at this point because really he's been ostracized from the group. There's a handful of people that he can really film with, for real. But I mean, I just really look at Maurice in this situation because I mean that's how he moves with Kimmy. Like he'll leave out the loop in information that she should be involved in. He's doing any and everything, any kind of deals to get his son to live with him and make Kimmy responsible for raising him. Things of that nature. I have no respect for Maurice. What's so bad about Maurice? Maurice is the worst Scott brother to me because he comes off, he's like the wolf in sheep's clothing. He's the nice guy. He's the good guy, but he's just as bad. He does not value Kimmy at all. He does the same thing that Marsau does. He gaslights her. And just like Tisha, I believe Kimmy's a little bit more sharper, but they're all aware of that. They're moving foul. So I think I just went on a little Maurice rant. I ain't even mean to do all that, but I don't respect that guy. But again, like I said, it's on her birthday. But okay, let's go with this show. Maurice is making progress. Not only, he surprised Kimmy with a conversation to have it out with Martell on her birthday, but he has booked a trip to Miami. Woohoo. Booked a surprise trip to Miami. He got her bags packed. She ready to go. Kimmy's excited. That's all she ever asked for because it took them 42 months to go on their honeymoon. So, okay, so the man pulling out trips, she's happy. So let's let her be happy in peace. So Marsau is supposed to meet Miss Wanda. They got a planned meeting where like Marsau is supposed to be showing Miss Wanda the ropes because she's opening her food truck with their investment money, and he's kind of just trying to teach her how to run the business. And I like when Miss Wanda put up why, because a fun fact, your boy J Dub got he got the same truck as Miss Wanda. Me and Miss Wanda twins like that, so I knew I liked something about her. No, I don't like Miss Wanda for real, but she's good for TV. But I really, in this situation, I really believe Miss Wanda has a conflict of interest in this sense, like because Miss Wanda rides hard for Tisha, and she's always getting on Marsau, but she needs money from Marsau because that's the case she would do a business loan, but she's saying she want to, I guess, get the money from him as easy. I don't think she can get the loan. That's what I think. That's my opinion. I don't know Miss Wanda's finances, but she want the business loan from her son-in-law, who she cuss out and interrogate and all that. And I get it because you can see anybody, Stevie Wonder can see that Marsau is doing Tisha wrong. But again, what can I say? Let's get away from that. So Mel visits Stormy at Stormy house, and I look at of course I pick up on the details. I look at Stormy house, look like a country farm house mansion kind of situation, like 3 trailers put together. But on the inside, it's immaculate. It's fabulous. It's giving that opulence I asked for on reality shows. Because like I said, I don't want to see some regular stuff like Marsau and Tisha living in their investment house that costs less than one of their cars. Not stuff like that. I want to see that hard to reach stuff. And at this point, I tell y'all time again, I'm not a Stormy fan, but I felt a little something for Stormy, because you can see that she had a problem again with being mocked by Destiny. You can look at the wall. She got 10-foot ceilings and all that kind of stuff going on, but that's a sore spot for her, and I get that. Destiny was mocking her. Of course, she played a part. They both came in hot, aggressive, whatever you want to call it. But I just don't see it for Destiny. Destiny is not. She's not self-aware. That's what I'll say. So Stormy wanted to know, like, as far as Destiny goes, is that like a normal thing, or was it just an isolated situation? And Mel even had to admit, she's like, well, honestly, I don't know, Huntsville, they take the O out of honestly and put a U in it. Honestly, and who can I mock? Because I just got off Niecy Dixon Live listening to her, and she was joning on people from the DMV accent. It sound good to me. I like it. I like our accent. But yeah, honestly, Destiny is she's aggressive. And Stormy was like, that's kind of strange, because Destiny said that was one of her misconceptions, that she's not aggressive. So, a lot of people can't look in the mirror and see themselves. So we see Wanda. She's meeting up with Tisha at the food truck. Maybe they just setting the scene. But Miss Wanda's there to meet Tisha, let her know how the meet with Marsau go, how Marsau wanted her to wash dishes for a business loan. And I don't think he quite said it like that, but Marsau plays mind games. But really Miss Wanda wanted to fill Tisha in about the allegations where Marsau was at a hotel. Because, Marsau tried to gaslight Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda said, like, I seen your back. Is that your back? Marsau said, I don't know. I never seen my back. He gonna play the games and tell her he ain't never admitting nothing. His story gonna keep the same and all that. And you can tell by the body language, Tisha knows what's going on. This isn't her first time hearing about Marsau in a hotel, and Miss Wanda let her know, like, hey, I confirmed with the man. He was in Atlanta on that day. You knew about it with a friend. I wanted to know what friend or why was he in Atlanta for that day or what have you, and Tisha knew about it. And, of course, like the Stepford wife that Tisha is, she's going to back up Marsau's story, even if she don't have the information. Like, oh, no, anytime Marsau's gone, I know exactly where he's at. If I want to pull up on him, I could do so and all of that. Yeah. Right, Tisha. Marsau always gone. I know he ain't never home ever. Kids don't even know him. So Miss Wanda, she could tell she just really trying to get to the bottom of it, because in interest she treats Tisha like she's 11, and at all costs you can tell Miss Wanda is dead serious about Tisha. You hurt Tisha or bother Tisha, she in it. It's way overprotective. But in this sense, I get it. She tired of playing with it. And what I thought was good for entertainment. Of course, I don't think it was appropriate, but it was great for entertainment. She told Tisha, she said, look, if I find out that you knew about Marsau, if I find out Marsau is lying, he cheating, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm coming straight at him. And if I find out that you already knew about it while I'm talking to you about it, I'm coming for you. I'm like, damn. I'm like, that lady marriage. Her mama said, if you knew about him cheating and didn't tell me, I'm coming for you. So Miss Wanda ain't playing no games. She ain't playing no games, not even with Tisha. So I know she dead serious. So the next scene, we go to Martell. He's meeting up with probably the only people who are ever going to film with him in life, the Whitlows. And I'm going to tell you what made me think it. It's Martell and the Whitlows, Tiffany and Lewis. But I thought of Mel in this sense. And this is what I can see, how Mel doesn't trust anyone. At the same time, Tiffany is her girl. They going to Utah together. Mel offered to go and help find her father. But Tiffany's sitting there right now talking to the ops, talking to her enemy, Martell. And Martell loves that. He wants to sit with anybody who will talk bad about Mel. He loves it. And you can see it. It's nothing genuine in him or whatever. Martell going to like, yeah, well, listen, Melody, all she wants is the do girl around her. And if you disagree with her, you're going to be gone like next season. Some people could say like that was true because like say she switched best friends or gets bodyguards every year. However, my take from it, again, so you understand, I used to be a fan of Mel's, let's say more so the first season, but I said Martell toxicity has infected Mel, so she's almost just as bad as him, even though it's all Martell's fault, even though she has a part that she played in her marriage. But the fact of the matter is, Martell just has it out for Mel so bad that he will get in collusion with anyone to just bring Mel down. But Tiffany don't understand that this clip is going to come back and Mel is going to see it, and she has every single right to cut Tiffany off. She can't trust nobody in Huntsville. I get that. They people say, oh, you got to be mature. You can be friends with both. You can't be friends with like people if Martell is your enemy. If you friends with Martell, we can't be friends. Go that way. Go over that way. So, because that says something about you if you mess with Martell. That's how I see it. So, it just really gets to me how clueless Tiffany is. And she will be, like Martell said, you're going to be next. Tiffany is going to be out. And I'm glad. She deserves to be out. It's something that, a little detail that kind of rubbed me the wrong way when, Tiffany and Lewis got into that little banter about, he going out of town, but he going to come back and run the house. And then she talking about I am the house, bish. I'm like, You talk to your husband like that? What kind of foolishness is that? Like, I cannot stand talk like that. Everybody got their own relationship, but she called her husband a bitch. I can't stand that. She's slapping on the butt when she go. They didn't mind, but it triggered me. That's all I can say. If that's them, that's them. So the final scene, they get into like a collage of flashbacks of Marsau gaslighting, Tisha. He's always in denial. He's always talking about he's not going to defend lies, and the people know him are going to believe what he says and has his integrity understood. And Tisha pulls up to Black, and she's calling him to come out, and he like, hey, baby girl, rolling up on her, and just to see, checking what's going on. He thinks she's just stopping through. She could see that. He could see that Tisha is serious. Like, I need you to get in the truck with me. And he's like, oh, it's a long talk. So I guess she's going to bring those allegations up about the hotel, even though she told Miss Wanda it was all under control. So we got to see. I don't know if it's for the ratings, but I just got to go on what I see, because I'm sure Marsau has debriefed and gaslighted and mind controlled Tisha about the whole situation to give her what her view should be. So we on another cliffhanger. So next week we got to see how that goes in the conversation and all that. Some more gaslighting, but Tisha looks a little more hurt and more serious this time. So drop down in the comments. Tell me what y'all thought. Some things I might have missed. This episode was pretty good. I thought so. Again, this is not one of my favorites, but again, this is one of my most watched videos, and I got to give the people what they want because I appreciate the support. This ain't for me. This is for the people. So, appreciate you rocking with me. Thank you for your patience. And as I always tell y'all could be anywhere in this YouTube world, but you're here with me. I really appreciate it, and I really mean it.